Today, I'm going to show you how to get into long exposure photography without a filter. Now, although this technique won't give you those classic daytime long exposure shots, it's a way to understand the process. All you need is a camera and a tripod and a safe place where you can shoot from about an hour before sunset to an hour afterwards. One thing to think about is the further you are from the equator, the longer it'll take. With long exposure photography, the clue's in the name, so your shutter is going to be open for a long time. If you have cars moving through the shot with headlights on, the lights will streak. If you have clouds moving through the shot, they will start to blur, as will water. Head out about an hour before sunset to where you've planned to shoot. You're going to shoot through sunset and into the blue hour, then through until it's officially nighttime. If you're not sure of these times, have a look online, or even better still, download the app PhotoPills. This will give you an accurate time for the exact location that you're at. So these are the steps. Put the camera into aperture priority and at ISO 100 with the exposure compensation set to 0. Set your focus and then switch it to manual. Switch to self-timer mode with a 2-second delay. If you're shooting with a DSLR, find the lock up mirror mode and set it to lock up. This will basically flip the mirror up at the start of the 2-second self-timer and then take the shot and flip it down at the end. This minimizes any movement in the camera. If it's windy, take off your camera strap or make sure it's tied up securely. And if it's really windy, maybe hang your bag off the bottom of the camera to really hold it down. Switch your camera to shoot in RAW. Turn off the noise reduction process. Otherwise, you'll have to wait a long time between shots. Set the aperture to f8 and then take a shot. Make a note of the shutter speed. At this point, if there are any overexposed parts to your image or parts of the image that look really white, use your exposure compensation and dial it down. Basically take it to the negative figures. This will decrease the exposure in your camera. Then continue to do this through sunset, through the blue hour until it's nighttime. The full list guiding you through this exercise is available on my website. There you'll find a downloadable PDF that you can print and take with you into the field. Notice how the shutter speed drops as the camera compensates for the dropping light. Any moving people in the shot become blurs, and they'll even disappear if the shutter speed is long enough. Headlights will streak, water smooths out, and clouds become blurred and streaky. As you're in aperture priority, you can use exposure compensation to tweak and tune your image. So if it looks underexposed, click it towards the plus figures. If it looks overexposed, click it towards the minus figures. One of the other great things about this exercise is it'll teach you when to get the best images around sunset. I've actually got some of my best images after sunset in what is known as the blue hour. You get some lovely colors in the sky. You might even get the sun catching the bottom of the clouds. So stick around until it gets dark. And that's about it. I hope you gained some insight into long exposure photography from this video. If you have any ideas, hints or tips about shooting long exposure photos, leave a comment below or drop me an email. It'll be great to hear your ideas. As always, if you liked what you see, give us a thumbs up. If you didn't, give us a thumbs down. And if you want to see weekly tutorials, hints and tips, subscribe and turn on notifications. I'll see you in the next one.